Welcome to a new video. Finally, I have my table back. All the plants have been planted outside, and I have borrowed a puzzle from my sister. Here it is. It's 1,000 pieces. So finally, I get to do puzzles again. Okay. We have a little... Oh, here's the picture in a bigger version. I'd like to not look at that. These are the edge pieces. She has apparently decided to take those out, and then we have all the other pieces. Hold on, this is always a little scary. Not scary as in dangerous, but like, I don't want the pieces flying everywhere, because that would be really annoying and unfortunate. You don't want to have puzzle pieces flying everywhere and then we're wondering if they ended up in the vacuum cleaner later on. I prefer, you know what, maybe I should just do the edge first. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Okay, so I haven't seen you in several weeks. Technically, you haven't seen me either in several weeks. Because gardening, which is why I can now do the puzzle on my table. It's amazing. I love it. Gardening is a big deal. We've been in spring and now we're finally getting into summer, and today it's so warm outside that I feel like I'm melting. And humans are not really supposed to melt, because that means there's something wrong. I'm not actually melting, but oh my lord, it is warm for me. I don't do the best with like a lot of warmth, so it's good to have my table back, because then I can come hide inside a little bit to get away from the heat. And then I can go back out and also use suntan lotion so you don't get burned. I know for me, I get burned very easily. So staying out of the sun in the middle of the day is also another good idea for me. So yeah, all in all, I'm very happy to have my table back. I'm also very happy that my garden is now usually thriving outside. It probably needs watering, but you know, in the heat, we all need watering. Plants and humans alike. And animals, but I don't have any animals. Unless you count all the flying bugs and ants that like snacking on me. I'm not crazy about being snacked on, but I don't seem to have a choice in the matter. The bugs just loves eating me. I do not love being eaten. I'm already wondering if there is a piece missing because, well, we'll see, I guess. We'll figure it out. It's been a while since I last did a puzzle, so that's always interesting when you haven't done a puzzle in a while, and then you're all of a sudden doing a puzzle again. At least, that's my opinion. You can have a different opinion if you so choose, but that's your deal, not mine. Back to the gardening, I've been doing a lot of that, and that's also partly the reason I haven't been neither doing puzzles, because there was a table here that was in use by plants and not by me. And my parents came to visit to help me out with the gardening, and I'm very, very grateful, but I am also always exhausted when they do leave, because I think I mentioned this before. My parents are good at working. They work hard. And there is no stopping them when they start, so they just keep going. And then I get exhausted and I have to quit way before they do, because they can take a lot more than me. Which is Good, because a lot of things does happen when they're here. They make a lot of things happen, but also like my energy level is, what's the word? Abysmal? Horrible? Really, really crappy and bad? I mean, there are many ways you can say things, I guess. Many ways to say things. The point is, my energy is not exactly where I would like it to be. And I don't know what to do with it. Because so far I haven't found anything that I can do about it. And the doctors haven't figured it out either, so maybe I need a new doctor. I don't know. But my parents have come to visit twice in 2 weeks. So that definitely took a toll on me. I mean, they helped out so much and I am so grateful. But at the same time, I was exhausted. Because they came, they helped, they left. Or they came, they were here for a couple of days and then they left again. And then, because I was, with the help of my parents, building kind of a little bit of an enclosure to deter deer from eating all of my things that I grow. And I didn't have enough to kind of make a fence. So my parents came back with more fence material. And that was just, a week and a half after they were here in the beginning. So yeah, they came for a couple of days and we worked, and then they left and kind of stayed away for a week and a half, and then they came back and helped me more, and I'm so grateful for all their help. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm so grateful for all their help. However, man, it is exhausting when they come to visit because they have so much more energy than I do. I'm so jealous of their energy. Man, I wish I had their energy. So wish I had their energy. I'm struggling with this puzzle. It's like many pieces fits many places, which is very unfortunate. I like when they're like clear, like this is where it goes and it doesn't go anywhere else. But yeah, I had a lot of help from my parents, and because of that, I was exhausted and did not have the energy to film anything. And I can do my puzzle now, but when they left, which is a few days ago, I was still exhausted. So it took me a few days to kind of get back to be able to do anything. And when I could do something, I decided, instead of making a video at the first available opportunity, I thought it would be better use my time to actually plant the plants outside where they desperately needed to go. And I mean desperately needed to go, because wow, that was needed. They do seem to be happy. I have to make sure to water them, kind of obviously, because it's hot outside. But yeah, it's gonna work out. I hope, I think, maybe. You all seem to like when I did my little garden tours. I think maybe I will do those again, because that was fun. Like talking through my own garden in such a way. I don't think I've done that before, but it was very interesting, at least to me. And yeah, I haven't done such things much lately because, gardening, and it's been a lot of work in a good way. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy gardening, but it is hard work. It's a lot of work and it's never ending. So you might think like maybe I'll get sick of it at some point, but so far, nope. So far, I'm just enjoying my gardening time whenever I have the energy for it. For that, because as I said, that is a challenge. The energy that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Which is also why I don't currently have a job. So I'm not making any money, and that's also a challenge. So, you know, but things have a way of working out. I'm positive about that. I don't feel like I'm always the most positive necessarily about it, but things have a way of working out. You just gotta be open to it working out, I guess. I don't think that was the right phrasing, but you can't just sit in your butt and expect everything to like magically happen. You have to do some kind of work, any kind of work really. But also, in my opinion, you gotta have faith that it will work out. But the way it will work out is by you doing something. I'm not, as I said, at the point where I think things will magically happen for you. They won't. It just, that's not realistic at all. Things don't magically happen. You have to actually work for it. But I do believe that if you do work for it, things will happen. Obviously, because you work for it, but I don't, how do I explain it even? Because you have to make an effort. And I do believe that if you do make an effort, I guess you could say, not that the universe will provide, because I don't believe that. But I do think that there is a connection that what you put out, you will get back one way or another. Not necessarily how you imagine it, but one way or another, things do go back. Or kindness repays itself, or I don't know how to phrase it. I wish I did. That would have been cool. I really wish I knew how to phrase it properly. But maybe these don't go? That one goes better. Okay, there are so many of these pieces that I feel like it could go several places. That's annoying. I don't like that. All right, so there's a mistake somewhere, and I do not know where. Interesting. They do not go here. Okay. Okay, so most of the edge is put together. There is a mistake up here somewhere, but I don't know where, because I'm not a puzzle mind reader. And I don't think that's possible to read the mind of a puzzle, because I don't really think a puzzle has a mind of its own. Though I will say occasionally it certainly does feel like it, but I don't think it actually has a mind of its own. I mean, that would be weird, challenging, potentially interesting, but also definitely scary. Potentially dangerous. I mean, have you seen The Terminator? You know, the movie from, well, a while ago. But then again, today's society and what's happening with technology and all. I mean, did they not not realize that movies like Terminator, books like George Orwell's 1984 and Animal Farm, they're not meant to be inspirational. They're meant to be warnings. Maybe they weren't meant as warnings per se in the beginning, but like looking at the world now and watching certain of those books and reading, watching books, reading the books, watching the shows, like, are you kidding me? You're not supposed to aspire to those things. You are to take them as warning signs to not be, for them not to happen. Not look at them and say, oh, well, that sounds like a good idea, because it's not. Have you seen and read the ending of those things? It's not good. It's not good. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, please. Do not look at that as a great idea, because it's not. Those are warning signs. And I don't know if you looked at the world lately. We're kind of playing right into it. I mean, look at history, look at the warning signs of books and movies and all the things, and, use your brain a bit, would ya? Maybe not you per se, but like looking at everything around us. I think there are some reasons for concern. I think that's a nice way to put it. I mean, like, come on. I have read the books. I have seen the movies. And now I'm kind of seeing it play out in real life. And I don't like that part. We're not supposed to see it play out in real life, They're warning signs for a reason. Don't do it. But it seems like some people are taking them as, ooh, look at that idea. That sounds like fun. Let's do this. And I'm like, no, let's not. That's scary. It could be dangerous. It might not be dangerous for the elites and all, but I mean, like, not all people are elite. And also, what does that mean? Like, people being elite? I don't know. I have questions. Oh man, I have so many questions. I think most of my existence is made up of different questions. At least that's what it feels like sometimes. But yeah, I would not need something like that to be sentient, have a mind of its own. No, thank you. But then again, sometimes I do crossword puzzles, and I wouldn't mind a little hint every now and then. So there is a fine line. I understand that. I don't know exactly where it is and how we're gonna like make sure we don't F up too much, but there need to be some boundaries. Boundaries can be good. Boundaries can be bad, but boundaries can be good. Don't think that just because one boundary is bad, that makes them all bad. Just saying. But yeah, I'd rather struggle a bit with puzzles and crossword puzzles and stuff like that than have things be, getting a mind of its own. That, sounds scary to me. And I don't like being scared, so, that'd be cool if they didn't do stuff like that. I'm not in control of things like that, so, I don't have any control over that. They will continue to do whatever they want. That in and of itself is also a little scary sometimes. Gosh, this puzzle is surprisingly difficult. And I've just started it. Luckily, puzzles do tend to get easier the more pieces you have put down, because the more pieces you put down, the less pieces are left to be put down. Obviously.